tip brick. Try find tip brick for Terry. I think it's 50, but I'm not sure. Can't remember off the top of my head. All right. Well, if you're all back with me or not, we had a slight battery issue. All right, we're still rolling through some judging here with the bricklayer. I think what we're going to do is go back over by that block laying competition that we were looking at before. All right, you see these block laying competitions is well underway here. Probably got 10 minutes in or so in this 20-minute conversation or competition. You see the trowel skills of these masons, just like with our brick masons. These guys lay brick and block, just depending on the day and the job that they're doing, the project that they're doing. So. It's a frenzied pace here. Go over and look at JT Payne, who's done our bricklayer in the past. He's got himself a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 course lead now. Easy. Walk it over. Keep it up, Rhino. While you're down there, don't knock it over. Easy does it. Good job, Jay. Keep it up. Come on, Jay. You're great, Jay. Knock it over, buddy. Easy does it. Got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Ranging through. Red. Come on, Jay. Put him in, baby. Put him in. It's a totally different animal than the bricklaying competition. Same trowel skills. Mason tender got to have the same skills, but units are substantially larger.
Before I get easy, right? No, we never do that. What? Go.
Hard to concentrate with all these people yelling at you. Line up, line up. See, it hits the head joint, picks up that block, that 8-inch lightweight block. Now he's leveling up, making sure everything is true to the world. Looking good.
Come on, Gary.
All right, so he's working on his 1, 2, 3, for the 4th course. Gonna have 4 full courses and coming back on that 5th course. It's a pretty exciting time here. These guys are going fast. You can hear the contestants here. Actually, you can hear the spectators hooting and hollering, giving their advice from the stands.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
All right, buddy, line up. Let's go. Good, line up. Line up, let's go. Fred. Easy. Fred. Come on, Fred.
Doing good, buddy. You're doing real good. Hammer it in, Jay! Hammer it in! You got it! Come on, Jay. 3 minutes. Let's go, Jay. Hammer it in! Burn them in. Let's go!
So good. Keep it up.
You're only a quarter down, buddy. You're only a quarter down. Come on, Jay.
2 minutes.
Don't tap it. Get him in there. Hang it up, Chris. You looking good, baby.
So again, these concrete block are 8 inches by 8 inches by 16 inches long. 8 inches wide, 8 inches high, 16 inches long. They're lightweight units from Midwest Block here in Missouri. They have to be under 30 pounds, so I think they're around 29 pounds a piece. Some good looking block. Again, they're laying to the line. You can see that. You see that line, just like on the bricklaying competition. Use that line. Use a line block. Wrap that line around it and through. Up to a trig. Hold it with a little bit of weight. And that's runs off of the lead that they built early on that we were looking at in the beginning of the competition. And that's how they work to make sure that those walls are straight and level. Along with the Stabila level sitting in the corner here.
Catch your mortar, Ryan. 30 seconds.
About 30
Cut your
seconds.
mortar, Rhino. 2 more. Come on.
Level 2. Level 2.
So again, these guys are being judged on they have some quality standards here too. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but there's a plumb, there's a level, there's a height tolerance that they have to hit. All right, good job, guys. Now these guys are going to take a little 2-minute break, and then they're going to come back and strike up their walls again, just like over at the bricklayer.
Hey, you need a water?
How you doing, man?
All right, let's get back over by the Bricklayer 500 competition. See what's going on over here. See where the judges are at. Here you go. Lost it, but then I got her back on. Well, while we're waiting for judging to get done, looks like most of the judging is done. Now we must just be going back over, double checking some things, taking all the results and tabulating them, putting them into our master score sheet so we can take a look at what's going on and who's going to win what. See what those deductions look like. We're going to go back over and watch those guys strike up their block walls too as a little side diversion. Let's go talk to Terry real quick by his wall. Pacing.
I had when I tilted. I thought I had better brick laid than that. This right here. I guess that's sticking out of the wall, a quarter inch, I guess.
I don't know. We'll take a look at that. I know I was looking at those at those tip bricks while you were laying them.
Yeah.
Kind of had a suspicion that I was hoping they were going to be just close, but I'm not sure what that circle mark.
Is that a chip or what do you?
I'm trying to figure out.
It's not a tip.
It's not a quarter inch out either, so I was wondering what it was. Maybe bed joint, I guess.
We'll see. We'll take a look at
You want
it.
to check that?
No, we're not checking it. Again, we've got 3 different competitions going on today. The block laying competition, obviously, and the apprentice competition. See if we can get back in here. Looks like they're getting ready to strike up. How much longer till they strike?
You have to ask him. He's in charge.
Sounds like it's getting ready to strike. Getting ready for strike time. So for the block laying side of things, they're going to have a little different tool. So you see in his right hand there, that's sled runner.
Yes, sir.
And so unlike the block, or unlike the brick, for the block, they'll use these sled runners to do their bed joints. And they'll still probably use they may or may not use their S joiner to do the head joints, but for sure, the old bed sled. Isn't that right?
Good.
See some different techniques, some different tools. It's got a little mini sled runner there. A little bitty. Looks like it might be a little easier to hit those heads with. Again, to each their own. Everybody's got their own little technique. See the laborer here, coaching them along, telling them what to look for. In case he misses it, an extra set of eyes. A positive voice, whispering nice things in his ear, telling him how great he is. Again, team effort, just like in that bricklaying competition. Your laborer and your mason have to work together to get the project done. brush will get it. We're brushing this. Remember that. Anything you think the brush will get, let it go. Stay ahead of me. Look ahead of me.
I got you. Big hole coming up. It's head high. Right there.
We'll check in a little bit later. We'll see if we can find some different techniques. Here we go. Now we got a guy using that barrel joiner again. Working through, working that wall down, hitting the heads first, then the beds, and working his way down from left to right. Looking good.
Go, Jay. 30, you gotta get through. You gotta get through it.
Not exactly like it is on a job site, huh?
No, not at all. Let's go, Jay. Fun, you gotta let it go. You gotta hit them. Long run.
Well, these guys did about half a day's work in 20 minutes right here, so as far as picking them up and putting them down. So this is not how it happens on the job site. The principle is the same, but the
All your joints. Let's go.
quality of it. This is about the speed. This isn't about perfect practices. Here we go again. I think these guys are just going to be judged on the working side of their wall, not the back side. That's typical in construction. We won't strike the back side of the wall, just the working side. Again, this guy's using his barrel joiner, similar to what the bricklayers were doing. And again, stick around. We're still waiting. After this competition is done, we're going to be doing the awards for the Bricklayer 500 to see who's going to win that trip to, or earn that trip to Las Vegas, and cash prizes and different pieces of equipment from our supporters, our suppliers, and our sponsors. So great job.
With the brush.
So now these guys are going to brush up their walls. The final piece of the puzzle.
We're sorry. We're not available for interviews right now.
Great job.
I saw it. I was gone. It's never advisable to use your brush as an S-joiner. We'll look the other way. Check on, see what's going on over here. Brushing those joints, cleaning everything up, helping to make that wall look good. Entertaining nonetheless. Looks like that's the end of the competition. Good job, guys. Amazing work. You gonna get in this one next year too?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, there we go. Now I got your faces. All right. The last part of our competition before we get back over to that bricklayer, the finals, see who's going to win that trip to Vegas and get the craftsmanship award. This is where we did our apprentice competition today. Again, the first, second, and third year apprentices came in here and built a project, and we're tested for, and we're judged on their quality standards, plumb level, heights, and adherence to the plan. So yeah, great looking walls. Happy that we've got these young craftspeople in training This is what it's all about, workforce development and making sure that that next future generation of mason is going to come, get trained, and be able to build our buildings. All right, walk with me back over by the bricklaying competition. Let's see where we're at. Dan, what do you see?
Getting close to being done, Mike.
Is that right?
We're close.
Double checking, triple checking,
Quadruple checking.
quadruple checking. That's great. So we want to hear. We want to get it right. We want it done quickly, Dan, obviously, but most importantly, let's make sure that it's accurate so the right person gets to go out to Las Vegas.
We've got 3 of our best mudslingers out there double and triple checking sometimes.
Okay, that'll be great.
Then it's just a matter of doing math.
Great, check this one over here. Oh, it's the third course up. So I need to go. Come on, double width, 1, 2. That isn't a man. It's on the third course.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, while we're doing that, maybe what we should quick do is go over and check in at the Spec Mix tent and check out this block hanging device that we have going on over here. Need some help from one of my friends, though. 2 of my friends, actually. Hey Dan, is there a couple guys that I could spare?
Yeah, it's an interview.
No, I'm gonna go over and do the old the torture device, the torture rack.
Yeah, I'll find.
It's all right. I'll grab a couple guys. Yep, double, triple checking, quadruple checking, dragging on for days. All right, watch out, guys. Better get you out of there. I don't want that falling down on you. That'll hurt. We're gonna make it break. What do you think? Should we make this thing go boom? Should we break it? Yeah, that'll be fun. Well, while we're waiting for the bricklayer to get done, we're going to try to put a few more block on this. So we've got our XP500 demo. And what we're showing is the bond strength
Same time.
of our XP500. Now what we've got, before we put any more block on, guys, we've got a natural thin cut stone with a bolt through it and a nut and washer on top.
How do you want to put it?
Hang on.
Just lay it down.
Then we've got an anchor that holds these block on. So what we're trying to show is the bond strength of our XP500 back to an air weather barrier. And to demonstrate that, we've come up with this device, and we're hanging block on it. The idea is to see how many block we can put on there until it finally breaks. So let's go ahead, guys. Right now we've got 10 block on, right, guys? 10 block.
Holy shit.
All right, hang on a second, guys. Let's just let this.
That was impressive.
We had 10. We had 12 block on there, right? Now you can see the failure was in the cement board, the substrate. The stone still sticking to the air weather barrier, and the air weather barrier still sticking to the outside of that cement board. So we had what did we have on there? We had 4, 6. We had 12 block on there before it finally broke.
Right.
And
12 blocks?
12 blocks.
12 blocks.
I'm no good at quick math, especially when I'm live on camera. But
And these are,
30 pounds,
12 times 2.
360 pounds. So a little lighter than what we've normally been seeing, guys. But it's still a heck of a lot of weight. Just showing how strong that bond is when you're doing your when you're doing your thin veneer systems. Yep. So really, it's a factor of the cement board being pulled apart, not the air weather barrier and not the XP500. So another successful test. Remember, if you're sticking to cement board, doing thin veneer over cement board, want to use a thin set style adhesive, and the best one on the market today, of course, the SpecMix XP500. All right, we got to be getting close here. Just have to be getting close. See, our judges are hard at work over in the block laying competition. Well, maybe we'll touch base with one of our instructors locally here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So why don't you come on out in the arena here, if you will. Stand in front of this wall and just tell us a little bit. Introduce yourself to the world. We're streaming live right now.
Well,
So
how you doing out there, world? My name is Josh Bladner. I'm a 4th generation Mason. I teach up at the tech school. I teach juniors and seniors in high school this stuff and get them to work after this. And I got a couple students in a few years that are going to be competing in this. So
that sounds
should
great.
be
Yeah,
pretty
Josh
cool.
has been with us for a while, helping us judge and working with us here in St. Louis and out in Las Vegas as well. So
Heck yeah.
it's been a great relationship, and we're proud to be part of the youth,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Bringing
we're
those guys
bringing
up.
the new out here, buddy. We're bringing the new, and then keeping this trade strong.
That's right.
You know, so 1926, my great grandpa started laying bricks, so we got to keep it going. You know, so
There you-
keep it
there you-
going.
there
I'm
you
almost
go.
at 100 years here, so we're good to go. So,
Any
yeah.
little bricklayers coming up in your in your family?
No,
or?
no, my boy, he decided he went on to Boeing, so he traded the brick for an F-15, so I guess I'll go with that, you know. I'll give him that one.
Yep,
know,
exactly.
So 20 years old, I think he's doing all right, so.
Catches a pass for that, right?
I know that's right. I still got a daughter out there, but I don't know if she wants to play with this stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see.
Sounds good. Well, ladies in the bricklaying is just fine, too. There's some good bricklayers out there.
Oh, I know that's right.
That's for sure. All right,
thanks,
thank you. All right, yeah. So Josh, he's a great partner in the industry here, training up the next generation of bricklayer. And you heard him say it. He's got a couple good ones that are coming up, and hopefully in the next year or two they'll be competing out here at St. Louis Regional or the Missouri Regional, and moving on from there. So again, we got some great looking walls. You can see we've had some. You can see the marks, the yellow marks on here. Looks like a head joint.
Well, dude, I can make it grand Sunday.
I got a blank.
Sorry, I got my foot stuck in the bucket. Looks like we had a tip brick here. You can see how that infraction is shown on these walls. So we can go back if there's any checking that we need to do, any arguments from our bricklayers. These guys are competing for lots of money, and that trip out to Las Vegas to compete for a brand new Ford F-250. So they want it. They want to know where their deductions were. Sometimes we got to come back through with these guys after the show is done and show them exactly what happened. So you can see a lot of these things are marked up. Now what happens is, even though there's lots of marks on some of these walls, we'll go back and double check, make sure that our judges got it right. Quite often we find some discrepancies, and we'll fix them, make sure we get it right. Again, that's what's taking us so long, making sure that we're getting all these judging criteria done correctly. And yeah, so bear with us here. But again, some nice looking walls here, some beautiful looking walls. A lot of hard work went into today. We don't want to take anything away from these guys, but they do have to fall within our criteria, right? The quality standards. I mean, if we didn't have any quality standards, we were just piling brick in, we could get probably 1,200 brick in an hour. Well, they wouldn't look worth a damn, and it wouldn't really be in the spirit of this competition. We're talking about quality craftsmanship. We want these walls to look good and be sellable. Some will be more sellable than others, so that's how it goes. We go again. Looks like we had a little bed joint infraction here. I know, but I'm just looking at a lot of it. Oh well. Dan's gonna get this all checked. He's gonna have all his I's dotted and his T's crossed to make sure that all these infractions are indeed infractions. Again, when we do our national event, there's always we get 20 plus judges working on these walls, and sometimes it just takes a long time to get through this and make sure that everything is done properly and that the infractions are truly infractions, and and we didn't miss anything. Sorry for that. Sorry for the delay. We're getting close. We're getting close. Let's check out our sponsors here. On our stage. Oh, there we go. So, up on stage here, SpecMix. These are our national sponsors. SpecMix, Belden Brick, Steel, Ford Commercial Vehicles, Stabila, Holman and Bernard. Over on the other side, we've got Quikrete, Multi-Quip Mixers, amongst other equipment. Marshalltown, best hand tools around. The MCAA, Mason Contractors Association of America. Hydromobile mast climbing scaffolding. And IQ Power Tools. IQ does a great job with dustless saws. And in today's world with the silica issues, we want to make sure that our masons out there are all safe and healthy, that they don't get sick from too much exposure or any exposure. So
here we are again, everybody. We're going to ask all the bricklayers and their tenders to come back to their stalls now. And we are really close to making the final calls on this. Come on back in.
well, Dan, how'd it go out there?
They're good. A lot of good discussion, double checking, making sure that we judge everything correctly. These guys put in a lot of work, a lot of pride in what they're doing, so making sure that we're not being overly critical with what they're doing, and they're getting judged accordingly.
Very good, Dan. Looks like we're called the masons and tenders back to their stalls, so looks like we're close to making our
announcements. Yeah,
that's great. That's great. Been a
the
long
other
day.
Competitions that were going on today have wound down, and they're getting a little bit of judging, so we're ready for our results.
Oh yeah. Well, again, real quickly want to go over, while we have a little break, our national sponsors, or I should say our regional sponsors, that help make this specific bricklaying competition. Oops. Yeah. Unless you want to do a feat of strength. Sure. We can do a feat of strength, so you can hold an 8-inch block out the longest. All right. All right. Sounds like we're getting ready here.
All right, everyone. This is when we get to announce the winner. We've got all 8 guys, or all 7 teams here now. So what we're going to do is start with our third place team. Third place was install number, and I forgot my glasses. 4. Stall number 4 from John Smith Masonry. That's Terry Daniel and Braden Palmer. Third place. Come on up, guys. You get to walk all the way up the pallets. In case you don't know, the person handing out the prizes is Craig Caston. He is the Spec Mix rep here in this area. And he is the one that's been tasked with putting most of this together. He had a lot of help, but he's the one that gets to sweat through all the small stuff. So if you see Craig out and about in a little bit, tell him he did a great job.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, I can take another one when you stand down here, though. Get a little bit.
More pictures. That was team number 4 from John Smith Masonry. Woo! The third place team, by the way, I was just told I need to tell you guys this. Third place got a $500 gift card from Spec Mix, a level from Stabila, a gift card from Winter Brothers Material. Our second place team is also going to get a $600 check from Spec Mix, the Stabila level, a gift card from Winter Brothers Material, and the second place team is going to be from stall number 3 from High Camp Masonry. The bricklayer is Terry Perkle and the tender Stephen Lawrence. Come on up, guys. Bring your smiles with you. All the way down to the end.
So as we're doing this was Terry's first time, so not bad. Second place finish.
Fantastic. I think the pictures are taken care of. Great job. The first place team is going to get a
Craftsman?
$700 check
Craftsman?
from Spec Mix. The Stabila
Craftsman.
label. A level. Golly, I can't read your writing. Gift card from Winter Brothers and I know. Don't scare me. I'm out. First place is going to go to team number from stall number 2. John Smith Masonry.
Javier, nice work.
Javier Chacon and Steve Breswell. Come on up, guys. That's a total brick count of 417 adjusted. 417 brick in 1 hour. While these guys are standing up here, we have one more award. That's for the Craftsman Award, which is the most sellable wall. And since these guys are already up here, we're going to go ahead and give them that prize too for the Craftsman wall. Oh, now they're smiling.
All right, Javier Chacon. Just a brick count of
Fantastic job.
417 brick, I think. Well, Javier's got a little work to do. He's going to be practicing for our main event in Las Vegas. And there you have it, folks. 2020 Missouri Regional Champion, Javier Chacon. Heck of a day's work. He also took home the Craftsman Award. So the great good sellable wall, and not much more.